Hi everybody. Today we are going to be looking at lesson 5 of unit 1. This is in your volume 1 book and it starts on page 45. And the biggest thing with this unit is that you need to understand the vocabulary terms. So let's spend a few minutes going over those. So it says the coordinate plane. A coordinate plane is just the grid where we plot points. That's something that you guys should be familiar with. That shouldn't be a new word for you. The quadrants, we're going to go over those in just a second, but your coordinate plane is broken down into 4 quadrants based on whether or not the x and y values are positive and negative. The ordered pairs. This is something that you guys kind of did at the beginning of the year with your graph of me. Remember that in an ordered pair, the x coordinate is the first number and the y coordinate is the second number. And if you look down a little bit further on your page, I couldn't fit it all on the same screen. You see that here we have our coordinate plane. We have our 4 quadrants. So quadrant 1 is the top right, and then it goes counterclockwise. So positive, positive, negative, positive, negative, 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 positive. But we'll go over that in a second if that was a little bit confusing. You also have your y-axis. Think of a y, how it has the middle line going down. You could put some lines up here and you could make yourself a y. That's how I remember it. That is just a y-axis. And then the x-axis goes across the middle. And then the origin, which you may or may not have heard of before, is just that middle point. It's that 0, 0 where your axes cross. And it says that they want you to label the coordinate plane with the terms ordered pair, x coordinate, and y coordinate. So let's do that quick. So our ordered pair is the entire parenthesis number right here. This is our ordered pair. And for example, we have 1, 2, just like what is on your book. Second one is y coordinate, or your x coordinate. Your x coordinate is your first number. So for this one, it is the 1. This is our x coordinate. And then for our y coordinate, it is the second one. And for this problem, it's a 2. So just think of how the alphabet, X, Y, Z, X, Y for our coordinates. All right, like lesson 4, I'm going to skip over the examples that are already worked out for you, and I'm going to go straight to page 48 with the guided practice problems. And for this lesson, those of you that like things visual, if you're a picture person, this is going to be your lesson because this is all about looking at these pictures and determining whether or not there's a proportional relationship. And there's only 2 things you have to look for, guys. This is super, super simple. The first thing you need to look for is it a straight line? If it is a straight line, that is awesome. That is on the way to being a proportional relationship. However, it also needs to have the second statement be true. And that is, does it go through the origin? Remember, the origin is this little point in the corner that is 0, 0. If both of those statements are true, then that means it is proportional. You don't have to do any math. You don't have to do any calculations. You literally just have to look at the picture and see, is the line straight and does it go through the origin? And if both of those answers are yes, then you got a proportional relationship. So let's look at example 1. It says the cost of a 3D movie ticket is $12 for 1 ticket, $24 for 2 tickets, and $36 for 3 tickets. Determine whether the cost is proportional to the number of tickets by graphing on the coordinate plane. So I'm going to get my little circle tool out, and we're going to graph these. So down here across the bottom, the x-axis is labeled units, and the y-axis is labeled cost. So the first one is $12 for one ticket. So here's my 1, go up to my 12, and I'm going to put a little circle. Let's fill this in blue. Okay, next one is $24 for 2 tickets. So 2 tickets, $24. And I will make this one purple. And then my last one is $36 for 3 tickets. 3 tickets, $36. And we'll make this one red. All right, and it wants to know whether or not it is proportional. So let's connect our dots. Now you always want to go through all of them and take it all the way down. Now if you were better at drawing the dots than I am, you should see that yes, it does go to the origin. Mine is a little bit off because obviously I'm not so great at drawing circles with my mouse, but you get the point. So let's go back to this. Is this proportional? First we're going to say, is it a straight line? Yes, I can put a straight line through all of my points and have them connect. Awesome, so good to go there. Second question, does it go through the origin? If mine were technically where they were supposed to be and perfectly placed on my graph, then yes, you can see that I can draw my line, it hits all 3 of them and comes down here. So both of my answers are yes, which means that it is a proportional relationship. So I am going to type this in my box in red for you. We're going to say yes, it's a proportional relationship because the line is straight and it goes through the sorry guys, origin. Hopefully you don't have any questions about that. I'll make that nice and big for you. Get it centered, making it look all nice. All right, perfect. Next is problem number 2. It says that the number of books 2 stores sell after 1, 2, and 3 days is shown. Which book sale represents a proportional relationship between time and books? Explain. Well, what 2 things am I looking for in my picture? Let's look back here. 1, is it a straight line? 2, does it go through the origin? So let's look over here. We have a red line. Is the red line straight? Yes, it is. Good. Does it go to the origin or through the origin? Yes, it does. Now we look at our blue line. Is our blue line straight? No, it is bent. So that means it is not proportional. So in my little box, let's use blue for this one. Which book sale represents a proportional relationship? We're going to say the Book Palace is proportional because it is a straight line that goes through the origin. You could add that also. I ran out of room because I made my font too big. Discount books is not proportional because the line isn't straight. Hopefully that is easy for you guys to do. Like I said, this is one of the easiest lessons for people who are visual learners. And question number 3, how does graphing relationships help you determine whether the relationship is proportional or not? Again, this is our cardinal rules, the 2 things we have to look for in graphing coordinates for proportional relationships. So what do we need to look for? We need to say the line must be straight. And number 2, the line must go through the origin. Awesome. All right, hopefully all of that is super simple and easy for you guys. I am going to have you work on the independent practice problems on page 49. And we'll just do page 49. Numbers 1, 2, and 3.